Pleasure, as always, having you here on CNBC-TV18. All right, let's put the focus on Zee Entertainment. The company has moved NCLAT, the Appellate Tribunal, seeking relief against the NCLT order. NCLAT will hear Zee's plea today. How should we think about this entire issue? The stock saw some damage yesterday. Balaji Subramanian is Vice President at IIFL Securities, and he's here to tell us exactly that. Balaji, good to have you with us here. Thanks very much. So for investors, what's most important? What would you watch out for from this hearing, and what should they be doing?
Hi, good morning. So on this matter, I think things are a little bit hazy right now. So a couple of days back, we had this admission of the insolvency petition and the order with regards to initiation of insolvency proceedings against Zee by NCLT. And Zee has been quick to move the NCLAT against the NCLT order. So I think one has to see as to what happens today, and hopefully the issue gets resolved soon. And I mean, it's very difficult to comment on what NCLAT might do today, but I think one outcome could be that NCLAT asks NCLT to look at this issue afresh, or the other scenario could be that NCLAT doesn't set aside NCLT order, and Zee probably appeals to some higher authority like the Supreme Court. So I think it's wait and watch, and today it might be a little bit of choppy when it comes to trading.
Okay, yes, I think Zee traders are kind of used to that, right? The choppiness and the volatility. But the big question is whether the merger goes through in its entirety. And I think the Zee management has committed for a timely completion of the merger. What's the sense you're getting?
So that's what I said. So it is good to note that Zee's MD and CEO Punit Goenka has gone ahead and stated his commitment towards closure of the merger. And the speed at which Zee moved to get the NCLT order challenge is also quite encouraging. But I think, all boils down as to what happens to the insolvency petition hearing, because in case there is an adverse outcome, I'm not really very sure as to how things can pan out, because at the end of the day, Sony will also be watching it. I'm sure they would have done their due diligence when they got into the deal with Zee, because all these issues with respect to the DSRI guarantees that Zee has given its lenders with respect to Citi, all these were pretty old issues. These issues transpired about 4 or 5 years back. And I'm sure Sony would have done their homework before signing the binding agreement.
Right. Balaji, so, if there are an appeal, perhaps, right? Either they settle, they appeal, or they get a stay, right? I mean, those are the three scenarios in that sense. Would the current price be attractive for investors to buy? There are other contingent claims as well. The total, including this one, which is about 85 crores, the total claims are amount to about 440, 450 odd crores. Although, I mean, the issue at hand is this one, the 85 crore amount. What's your sense?
See, if you look at the total claim, as you rightly said, it is 440 crores, around 440 crores. Out of that, around 211 crores pertains to, it's more of an operational dispute between what they have with the IPRS. So in a way, they are not financial creditors, and probably, that is an area where there can be some bit of leeway. I think the one which is a little bit worrisome for me is the remaining 240 crores or 230 odd crores, which is exposure to lenders, which is IndusInd Bank and IDBI Bank. So I think that is where, things can get a little tricky. But if one were to take a call that at the end of the day, you just pay this 400 odd crores, I'm sure that is not something which Zee would ideally want. But at the end of the day, if the merger itself is in jeopardy, then probably paying this 400 odd crores and moving forward is also a possible outcome, because otherwise it gets the process just gets delayed, and already the merger has got delayed, because when they announced the merger in December 2021, they were talking about an 8 to 10 month timeline, and we are almost 15 months from there. So I think the way Zee would want to get away with would be to, in the worst case, make the payment and proceed with the merger, rather than kind of hold the entire thing at the ransom of the bankers.
Thanks a lot for joining in. Appreciate your thoughts. That Zee, it's still down almost 5.5%. So a lot of volatility perhaps is, you can